finished an outline for a book, and that it's been like years since I've done that. Hi, hello, and welcome to this Camp NaNoWriMo vlog. Camp Nano hasn't started yet, but this is my, what do they say, like prep, they say Preptober. This is me preparing for Camp Nano. I actually had to take notes because it's been so long since I've made a video. I was like, I don't even remember what to say. So bear with me, I feel like I'm new. Really quick, Camp Nano, for those that don't know, Camp Nano is Camp National Novel Writing Month. Official Nano is in November, but in April and July there's camps where you can kind of like pick your goal. In November it's to write 50,000 words, but in April and July you can just pick whatever you want. So my goal for Camp NaNoWriMo is to write 20,000 words. 25,000, I think. I said 25,000. I don't even remember. Which is like a half nano, but it's been so long since I've written anything that I'm just I'm not trying to set a lofty goal. It is a lofty goal right now because I haven't written anything in so long, but yeah, I just don't want to try to push myself. So 25,000 words of a new book. And if you watched my video last year where I was like, I'm gonna start writing and doing YouTube again, I disappeared for another year. And it's like a tradition at this point. I feel like 3 years in a row I've done that. So this year I have a plan. I have a video plan, a plan for the book series. It's the same one that I was working on last year, but I have a plan this year so that hopefully I don't disappear again because that's just my MO at this point. So I'll be working on the romance series that I started to outline last year, and it's a 4-book series right now. I have sort of the main characters, an idea of them from last year, but I need to refresh my memory since it's been so long and pick which one I want to write, which one I want to start with, because I had the idea of not starting with writing the first book because I've never written romance before. I'm really worried that that it's going to take me a while to get into the rhythm of writing in that genre. And the first book that you sell, that you put up, is like so important to nail it. So I still haven't quite figured out, but I think I might start with book 1 anyway. And I might, right now, it was supposed to be book 2, but I think I'm gonna switch it. I'm gonna reorder them so that that one is book 1. Because I really wanna write that character and I really want her to be the first book, her story to be the first book. Before I get too far into the video, I wanted to mention some of the resources that I'm using to outline, because I like to plot. I like to have a pretty clear idea of what not each chapter, just what each scene needs and like the characters and whatever. So this is one of them. This one, I've probably listened to the audiobook like 2 or 3 times now, and I feel like this is something that a lot of people could use if they feel like their stories, like something's missing from their stories or their characters, like something's just falling flat. Read this book. It does have some spicy things in it too, just like reader warning there. I don't have the other books. The other one I'm using is Save the Cat Writes a Novel, just to have kind of like a nice like plot for the entire book, and then Romancing the Beat. So I'm going to kind of combine all 3 of those to outline my book. So that's the plan. And I've decided that I think I'm going to write in Scrivener. And then last thing I wanted to talk about before jumping back into outlining is the video plan. I told you guys I have a plan. And over the course of July, I plan to post 6 videos, which is just, I'm going from nothing to 6 like You would think my plan would be one that I can't fail at, but here we are. So this video should go up on the 1st of July. Hopefully you're watching this, or hopefully it's up by the 1st. And then I plan to do a weekly video and then one kind of bonus video along the way. So that's the plan. I'm gonna make a coffee and then we're gonna just get to work. Here we go. Okay, so I need to brainstorm some more. Really quick, I feel like I just sat down and an hour flew by. Like, I'm enjoying myself doing this, but I'm gonna need more time because I'm kind of reading the books that I'm referencing a little more than I thought I would, but it's been a year since I've picked them up, so I don't know why I'm surprised, but I'm having fun. I have an eye twitch. I feel like at the same time though, I don't know how I'm gonna finish this in like 3 days, but we're gonna do this. We're gonna outline this book. I'm getting to know my characters more. I'm excited. I'm trying to keep these updates concise so I don't ramble on. I am about halfway through my outline. It's coming together like nicely, but I'm having issues with it feeling like there's things missing, which is natural because I'm not done with the outline. I haven't really fleshed out the characters as much as I want to, so earthquake, sorry. But I've sort of reached a point in the project where I'm hitting a bit of a wall and I feel like I'm like, this isn't as good as I want it to be. Blah-de-blah, I'm like doubting myself. I feel like I do this every time with like every creative endeavor I do. Cover design, I do the exact same thing. I'll reach a point where I'm like, this is garbage. I hate it. I can't do this anymore. Like I've lost my touch or whatever. We all have those doubts. Today is the 30th. I'm planning to finish the outline tonight. Isla and I are gonna go have a little pool party and kind of, it's probably too hot. It's like the heat of the day to do that right now, but we're just gonna enjoy that for a little bit. And then tonight I'm gonna finish the outline, edit this video, and yeah, get it up, ready to go for tomorrow. I'm excited. So I managed to have a little bit of a breakthrough with the story, which is like, funny enough, it's something that I thought of last year, but apparently I didn't write it down because it's not in my notes or my brainstorm or anything, but it's going well. I'm trucking along. I feel like there's still quite a bit to do, but I feel like with this breakthrough, things are kind of flowing a little faster. I would say I'm still about halfway through, but I've kind of gone back and strengthened the plot from what I've already done. And now that I had that breakthrough, it kind of makes it more clear, like the characters, the two main characters, like wound, flaw, and what they need to overcome. So I'm pretty excited that I had that breakthrough, but like, why didn't I write it down last year? I had to have a breakthrough on something that I've already broken through. Make notes of your ideas, people. I did it. I finished the outline. I didn't finish it last night like I originally wanted to, but I finished it this morning. And it feels so good. I just ticked it off my like Notion calendar, and I initially clicked it and I was like, oh, like I did it. And I was like, oh my gosh, I did it. I finished an outline for a book, and that it's been like years since I've done that. Years. I finished like a whole outline for a whole book. So I haven't figured out if I want to like show the outline, because I obviously don't want to give spoilers away, but so I did use Romancing the Beat a lot. I didn't think that I would use this one, but I used this more than I guess I thought I would. So I kind of combined like several different outlining methods, but I have a pretty detailed, like if you're using Romancing the Beat, it's broken into 4 phases. I have a pretty detailed phase 1 and phase 2. Phase 3 is like, it's pretty well outlined, but phase 4 is just like major things that I want to include. Phase 4 is like after the climax, sort of after the breakup, like that piece after about how they get back together and romantic gesture and stuff like that. So I have like major points for that just because I want to get to know the characters more before I figure out exactly what I want to put in that. But I have like, I can't believe it. I'm really excited. I feel like I'm like on a high right now, and it's been so long since I've felt this good about writing, because I just haven't done any of it. I haven't written in a long time. So feels great to start on a new project. And this is a little bit of a backstory, I guess, but I published the first book in the Elysian Prophecy series, and then I published the novella for it. And then I completely finished book 2. I never published it. It's completely finished. And I just never published it. It's just been sitting on my computer. And then I wrote most of book 3. So I've written and outlined all of those books. Wait, that's 4 books. I need to give myself more credit. I feel like just because I've published one book, and like, yeah, I published the novella, I keep telling myself I've only published 1 book, you know? But I've pretty much written 4. I've published 2, I guess, including the novella, but I've written 2 more that I just haven't done anything with. Anyway, I just feel really good. I'm excited. I joined Sarah Cannon's, I think it's on the Sarah Cannon channel, her writing sprints that she was doing, and I was using it sort of to like outline, finish the outline this morning. I'm gonna jump into editing this video so I can post it today. And then this afternoon, evening, I'm gonna actually start writing. I'm really excited. I feel like I got to know the characters more. Like I went to bed thinking like, oh my gosh, I have so much to do to figure out with the characters in this outline. And this morning I woke up and I was like, no, I don't. I pretty much have everything that I need to get started, plus more. Anyway, I'm gonna sign off. I hope you enjoyed this video. I will see you soon with the next video. So happy writing, happy Camp Nano. Thank you for watching.